Hello and welcome to the Practical Leadership Podcast, where leaders share their tools and practical advice to make you a better leader today. My name is Max Kozlowski. I'll be your host. And today, our guest is a true leader in every sense of the word. With a distinguished career in the Navy, a proven track record of public service, a city official in the city of Kerrville, and dedication to serving the community through organizations like the Kiwanis Club, where he served as president and governor-elect. He's come out of retirement to lead Decisions Hearing Network to make a high-quality service accessible to more people. William McRae is an active, people-focused leader who truly cares about making a difference. It's my pleasure to welcome him to the show. William, thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for inviting me to share some of my thoughts and experiences surrounding leadership.
Thank you for that. You've got such a varied career. You've always, from all the stories that I've heard and all the conversations that we've had, the thing that is consistently shows up is that you are leading the charge, making change, bringing progress, delivering transformation. So it's great to have. I've made a note because I really want to dive into that in just a little bit. I think it's super interesting for the different leaders listening to the podcast, this whole idea of taking some time off and then coming back refreshed, renewed with new ideas. And I've always heard really positive outcomes from that. Before we get into that one, so when did you first learn about leadership or the concept of leadership?
Well, jokingly, I could say it could have been the Scouts, Boy Scouts, where you are exposed to leadership and acquiring your merit badges, etc., and moving up in rank. McDonald's was my first job. And that was back in the 70s when McDonald's was really promoting working as a team for youth and building skill sets in the workplace. But in reality, the Navy is where I was truly exposed to meaningful leadership skills, where there was a leader, there was a mission set, and we had to execute on that mission, regardless of what it was, whether it's peacetime, wartime. You know, there's always missions to be accomplished within the military. And I idolized the leader. The people that I looked up to were, I was in the Navy, so it was the chiefs, the commanders, lieutenant commanders. That's who I idolized. The guys at my rank, I was idolizing those leaders.
And you've talked to me a little bit about kind of where you really learned leadership. So first, you first were exposed in Scouts, McDonald's, Navy, but then you said, hey, if there's one big place where I've learned most about my leadership, it was when?
Definitely public service, as well as working within the nonprofit community. You're working on boards and committees, and those who really take the time to learn the issues and understand what the community wants as a whole, the citizens of those communities, then you're able to start articulating a vision for the community and support standpoint. It's all at the ballot box. Information that you're a good leader is getting elected or reelected. And I was able to do that. And there's a lot of gratification there. And for me, definitely seeing politics today, that's not the experience that I had. It was very fulfilling. And then on the nonprofit side, to be able to give back to the community. And in fact, I did it at an age where between public service and nonprofit work, board work, I sacrificed income at that time of my life. Kids were young, and I just had a calling that I wanted to be involved in. And I was a small business owner at the time, and I structured my business to where I could work on it, not in it, and be involved in the other things going on in the community. Unbeknownst to me at the time, I was probably rapidly developing skill sets that were going to allow me to more than make up for those early years of income sacrifice. So I was growing and didn't know it at the time.
Thank you. Thank you so much, William. For our audience, head over to practicalleadership.com so you can download the summary and the notes from our meeting today. And William, again, thank you so much for taking the time. It has been fantastic. I look forward to bringing more updates on the progress of PHN and hearing more stories. There's a lot everyone can learn. So thank you so much again for taking the time.
Thank you, Max, for inviting me.